Welcome to the pit, everybody. How is it going? It's Friday night. Hopefully you're enjoying the show thus far. It's great. It's great to be here on a Friday. It's Friday the 13th. It doesn't get much more metal than that. And also, it's really cool because what doesn't get much more metal is having a band in studio to chit-chat about what's going on. The guys from Crimson Breed are in the house. I'll be talking to them about what's coming up this year, 2017, after a very, very successful 2016. Welcome, everybody. How's it going? This is our first episode for the YouTube channel. This is the Pit Video Show, and the guys from Crimson Breed are in the house, and they're going to be our first victims. So we're going to interview them, we're going to talk to them, and hopefully we'll make them very, very nervous. Guys, welcome to the show. Introduce yourselves. You got to introduce yourself to the people. Go ahead. And what instrument do you play?
I'm Kyle. I play guitar.
Hey, thanks for having us in the studio, Rod. I'm Rob. I play drums.
I'm Tim. I play bass.
Rod, what's up? I'm Jason. Sing and play guitar.
I have known you guys for a long time. Thank you for being here yet again. You keep coming back for some reason. Very interesting. We're now doing this YouTube thing where you're going to be on TV. Is it a different feel? Are you guys nervous?
I don't think we're nervous.
No, we're nervous.
It's, if anything, just excited.
Yeah.
It's a new venture for everyone, and I think it's good. I think the people are going to enjoy being able to see as well as hear.
Actually, and you guys have some experience now because in 2016 was a very successful year for you guys. You came up with a new video, which was very solid, may I say, the video was a solid video. And obviously you kind of understand the work that it takes to make a video, right? It's a lot of work. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great.
Yeah, it was definitely. We learned
a lot of work, but it was great.
We learned a lot from our first video that we applied to the second video, and it helped. And I think it's just going to get better from here.
When you make a video, is it the same process for you guys in regards to input as it is to your music? So everybody gives an input, or do one of you take over and say, no, let's do this? How does that work?
I think half of it is scripted and half of it's just done on the fly. Like you try to have a rough idea of what's going to work, and then you really fine tune what's going to work as you're actually doing it.
Yeah.
But it's gotta be. Is it kind of a crazy idea because basically your mind works when you're making music to come up with music. But now, not only you're coming up with music, you have to come up with something that people are going to see. So is that a different process? Is it strange, or is it just the same?
We were working with somebody that also had some input. Nick, right? Also had quite a bit of input, and he was fantastic to work with. So we sort of followed his lead, and then we would give our own sort of input into it as well, and go from there. Right?
It went from there. So 2016 was really, really good. You came up with a video, but you also played some big shows. You played a really, really cool big show. Tell me a little bit, how was that experience playing at What the F Fest up in all I remember from that day that you guys chose the most insanely hot day possible to play a show.
It was brutal hot. It was in Brantford at Lions Park, and their headliner was Monster Truck and Billy Talent. So just to be involved with all that was just incredible. Like it was such great response from everybody. So yeah, it was exciting, really exciting. We did a spring tour in 2016 as well, all across Ontario. Which was amazing.
For those people that are out there listening that are not from the province of Ontario here in Canada, how would you describe the music scene in this part of the world? Is it healthy? Is it unhealthy? Is it something that is work in progress? How would you describe it? You tour, you got to see.
Would be a very, very accurate way to put it. We've played venues that are packed. Yeah. We've played venues that there's nobody's come out. It's definitely growing though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's growing. Yeah.
Do you think that is that to do with where you are geographically in certain parts of the province, or is it more related to the attitude of people? Because you say in some venues you're packed, in other ones not so much.
Actually,
yeah,
a little bit of both.
What makes a metal town, or how do you when you go into a town? Can you feel that it's a metal town, or is it just getting there and hoping that the venue sells out?
I think there's a little bit of feel. A lot of the northern towns we played, they're pretty metal, man. There was some good response there. I think we were all pretty happy.
The further north you go, the harder they party.
They got nothing else to do but party, right?
That's it.
What's the one thing that a town needs to be a metal town then?
A good venue for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
That has to be the number one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta play live shows.
There's
right?
a lot of good venues coming up, and you can tell people are catering more towards bands nowadays.
Yeah.
A lot of the new venues going up where they have like nice sound gear, they have a nice stage. Yeah. You're not playing in a little corner.
Right, so it's more a more professional setting.
Absolutely.
But we will play a little corner, make no mistake.
Oh, yeah. We have.
Yeah.
I've played venues smaller than my pedal board.
Wow. That is very small.
Yes.
My friends, hanging out with the guys from Crimson Breed, you're listening to Metal Nation Radio. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. The weekend around the corner. It's supper time. So if you guys were at home right now, it's supper time. What kind of food you guys enjoy? What would be your Friday meal? What is something that, because Friday for most of us, not for everybody, but for most of us, the weekend is the first time that you get to relax and you want to enjoy it. You enjoy it with a cold beverage perhaps. So what is the one meal that you want to have right now?
Rob's going to hate me, but I'm just going to say it. Pulled pork.
All right, how about you, man? How about you?
Yeah. Kyle said that because I live in a house full of vegans, so
So some kind of salad.
no, I'll give them props. There's lots of good black bean vegetable burgers and everything, but at the same time, give me a piece of steak and a glass of wine, and I'm golden.
How about you, man?
Steak and potatoes.
Yeah, and yourself?
Steak and a glass of red, and I'm pretty happy, boy.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, my friends. You guys are making me hungry. So why don't we go and play a couple of your songs live right now tonight here on YouTube for the fans out there to get to see you play. So why don't we take a break? We go there, and you guys are going to play 3 tracks, right? Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the 3 tracks you're going to play.
So what are we going to do? We're going to do Second Chance,
Solid,
and Down. So Down is we've been playing that for quite some time. There's no official video or official recording of it, but it is actually all over the internet. Solid is the one we just released that track and just released the video, and we're all pretty happy about it, and it's got good response. I think we got over 10,000 hits now, if I'm not mistaken.
We're
getting up there, which is cool. And Second Chance is another one that we've been playing for quite some time, so it'll be cool to jam it out and let some people hear it.
All right. For those on the YouTube channel, why don't we all, actually you guys over there at home, just relax, stay where you are. We are going to do all the work. We're going to move all of our gear. We're going to go to the other side of the wall where there is a stage waiting, and the guys from Crimson Breed will play, and they're going to bring you the music right to your living room. So don't you dare go anywhere. Let's get to some music. We'll come back to the interview. All right, my friends. Well, why don't we go right now and jump into a couple of your songs? You're listening to Metal Nation Radio. These guys are Crimson Breed. They're from Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. Check out their social media. You guys are everywhere, right? You have all kinds of social media. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Check out their music. Check out their music video. Right now, we're going to jump to Solid. It is the latest track. It is the one that you filmed the video for. So let's get to that. You are listening to The Pit. Don't you dare go anywhere. Well, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed the live performance from Crimson Breed. Again, if you live in the Ontario area of the universe, you'll be able to see them live. I've been privileged enough to see you guys perform live, aside from the YouTube thing. I've seen you perform live a few times, and you put on a good show. How is it when you guys were preparing yourself as a band and you went to perform live? Did you kind of know that you were gonna be tight, or is it something that you worked? Is it something that came naturally to you, or is it something that you worked at it and it just came up?
I'll just quickly take this. No, we're one of those bands that do not miss our practices. We get together every week. You know, with bands it's tough. There's always a lot of somebody's sick, somebody's got family members that are sick and kids and this and that. But no, Crimson Breed gets together every week and we put the hours in, so it shows on stage.
And yeah, that's the thing. You have to put in the work, right? It's not something. So for those,
there's no shortcut.
Right. So even though you guys are a fairly new band, there are bands right now that you're listening that are a group of friends right now sitting in somebody's basement that are debating to get a band together. And would that be a good advice for them to like really concentrate, put an effort and work hard?
Absolutely. Just keep working at it as hard as you can and keep believing in it. Don't stop. Yeah. Just do the best you can do at every single thing that you do. Everything from setting up your gear to organizing your gear to tearing down to rehearsing at home when you're not with a band to knowing your parts. When you show up, you need to know your parts. So we don't show up to jam.
Right.
We know our parts. We're showing up to
practice.
It's stage rehearsals every week.
That's probably one of the biggest arguments with any band is you have to show up.
You got to know your pieces and parts.
I think I think people can relate if you flip it into a context of people who play sports. So when you play sports, they say that you play as you practice. So you're basically doing the same thing because in a way, you guys are a team. Right, you have to all be doing your thing. Otherwise, if one of you is off for whatever reason,
we all suck.
You all, yeah.
Basically, that's it.
Do you have punishments for each other if one of you sucks?
No, we just bash each other all the time. Yeah.
It's like trash talking.
It's trash talk all the time. You know, if somebody does something wrong, we're all over.
Get bugged for next week.
All right. Well, you guys are very active on social media. For those people that are listening right now and they want to get to know you a little bit better, why don't you let them know about your social media pages? And you also have a pretty cool idea with your brand new webpage.
Yes, we just relaunched our website, which is www.crimsonbreed.com. All new content. You can now get merch through the website. We are moving to a subscription-based service. So literally for the price of coffee, you can get exclusive content from Crimson Breed. You can get discounts on merchandise. You can get discounts on tickets on our shows. We'll give away free stuff. Content you won't see anywhere else, even though we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. You literally Google Crimson Breed and we're there.
Who is the social media guys out of you guys, or do you have somebody else that does it for you?
I gotta give credit to Rob.
So how does that work? If, for example, let's say one of your other members has a thought that they want to share, do they just like call you up and say, "Hey, listen, put this on Twitter"? Or
No,
is it?
we don't have a lot of thoughts.
No, that's the thing. That it makes it easy for you because you're like we're thoughtless.
Focus on the music and all the social media. Yeah.
Right, because a lot of bands now. Everybody treats social media differently. Some bands treat it just for promoting their music, but other bands promote ideas and political thoughts and things like that. Do you use it for that, or do you just stick strictly to
I
music?
think it depends on the day Rob's having.
Typically it's just for Crimson Breed.
It's just
we don't get too political.
No, we're not a political band, and we don't get involved in even just the latest news or anything going on. It's all band content.
Yeah, because I think that it's sort of a double-edged sword for those bands that do it. And I mean, obviously, everybody's entitled to do whatever they want. It's
Everyone has an opinion.
Exactly. But it's almost a double-edged sword because if somebody doesn't agree with whatever it might be, you might lose them because people are very passionate about something, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's a good idea just sticking to music and
And good advice for bands is like treat it like a voting system. If you don't agree, like majority rules.
Yeah.
You almost have to treat it like that because not everybody's going to agree on everything all the time. Somebody has to be wrong.
What if you tie because there is 4 of you? How would you guys approach a thing where you're tied?
You know what? And then that's funny. Right? There's no dictatorship with this band, but that's the whole thing. Is if we've had times where maybe half is split, but we're easygoing. Yeah.
we
So
just try
somebody will
whatever
just say
works best,
fine.
and-
Yeah.
And we try it both ways. If it doesn't work, then try it the other way, right?
All right, well, let's get to some of your music because I know the people out there on the other side of the speakers are anxious to get to some of your music. So let's play some more Crimson Breed. When I come back, we'll wrap up the interview. Guys, let's do some headbanging. It's Friday night, it's Friday the 13th. You are listening to The Pit. Crimson Breed coming up. Don't you dare go anywhere. Welcome back to The Pit, everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying the show on this Friday night. The guys from Crimson Breed are in the house. We talked all kinds of stuff. 2016 was an amazing year. What are you hoping for 2017?
To keep doing what we're doing. I mean, things have gone remarkably well. Probably, I think I can safely say things have gone better than we ever thought they would go. So,
way better than ever.
I mean, we can almost play as much as we want, really. We can't play as much as we want, actually, but we could. Like, the opportunity is there.
Right.
So for me, I think, and I think for all of us, we are going to pick and choose our gigs maybe a little bit more and kind of make sure that the venues and the gigs are a little bigger and a little better.
Yeah.
I think. And we're lucky
Yeah,
to be able to do that because
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
a year and a half ago we were playing whatever we can play.
Anything
And now
we could,
we're
yeah.
getting to kind of pick and choose a little more about what we want to play. We don't have to take every single gig. We try to, but not always.
Right, you have to sort of prioritize what's
right.
more
Yeah,
important
Yeah,
to you. Right?
everything we've done has always been a step forward, and that's what we have to
Yeah.
concentrate on as a band.
Yep.
And like for example, it's the first time we've ever had an interview in front of a green screen. That is
Well, it's not green. It's green to you, but the paid video show symbol is big behind you right there. You just can't see it.
I'm almost that majestic
Dude,
eagle
you
behind
totally
me.
ruined the whole interview.
That's it. We go home. We gotta start over.
Oh, this stuff's awesome. What's going on?
I wanted rainbows and unicorns.
Yeah. My Little Pony.
Yeah.
I told you, eagle.
Brony.
Mountains,
Brony.
eagle.
All right. I think it's great. I've known you guys for a few years now. I had the privilege to have you in studio for a while now, and I have seen your progression and your. It's really good to see you in kicking off 2017 in such a high spirits with some high goals, and it's got to be nice too because 2016 was such a successful year for you guys. That is, it kind of gives you a stepping stone and something to look forward and say we got to beat that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're raising the bar. Definitely.
Right.
Yeah,
You gotta
absolutely.
be-
I mean, you can definitely expect another single, another video, probably a couple.
Hopefully
Yeah.
a full length album,
Couple.
maybe.
Yeah,
It's-
there's-
Yeah, I
it's-
mean,
We don't
Can't
sit.
rule
We're
it
not
out.
resting.
No.
Right. You gotta
we wanna be
always.
busy.
You gotta always keep moving forward. Well, guys, I wanna say thank you for taking the time, and I know you're hungry because it's supper time. The people out there are eating while we listen, and you guys are ready to eat your different things. But I want to say thank you for being here in the pit again. It's always a privilege having you on, and also I want to say thank you guys for being here on the first ever YouTube. You're the YouTube. You're born. You have made the Pit YouTube channel be born. And man, I look forward to, there's going to be many more episodes with many more different bands, but I want to say thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It was a bit of a, it's a bit of a process.
So good, brother.
Yeah,
You've been
it's
so
an
good
honor.
to us.
I know all the bands you are really happy with what
Oh,
you've
yeah.
got going on here and supporting us all.
Yeah,
It's very cool.
Absolutely.
Well, my friends, again, these guys, Crimson Breed, they are from Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. If you like them, go to their social media, give them a like, give them a follow, give them some support, and also check out the webpage, sign up for the webpage. It's the price of a coffee, and depending what kind of coffee you drink, it might be even less than that. And guess what? You get some good deals, you get merchandise, you get all kinds of good stuff. It's going to be fun. So check it out. Again, my friends, Crimson Breed, please give them some love, give them some support, and hopefully today your numbers will grow. You'll have more followers, you'll have more listeners, and you'll have a bigger fan base. And again, if you're in the Cambridge area of Ontario, and even if you're not, why not make a road trip? Come hang out. Tomorrow is the 14th of January. You guys get to play live, get to see them. I strongly urge you to go see them. And if you don't like them, I'll buy you a beer, but I know you're going to enjoy them. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thanks again, brother.
Thanks,
Let's
Rob.
wrap it up. You're listening to The Pit on Metal Nation Radio. This is Crimson Breed. Don't you dare go anywhere.